So a fine performance from Anthony Small. We're maybe going to see another one from Kevin Mitchell, the star of tonight's bill. And he's the Commonwealth champion. What can he deliver? Kevin Mitchell against durable Venezuelan Edison Torres coming up. But first, let's hear from Kevin Mitchell. Steve Bunt alongside me here went to meet him at a pie and mash shop.
Okay, when did you find out about Johansson pulling out? Were you upset by it, or did you expect it?
I expected it, and we always had a little thing pulled, didn't we? He could have pulled out, but I thought we'd have been. I thought himself would have been more up for it. I thought he'd have been thinking.
He thought he would fancy it as well.
Yeah, but I didn't know whether he didn't fancy it.
It's a big fight for him, isn't it?
And I feel like you've got to think like for me training for a fight like that, he got me so up for it. I've been so dedicated. I've had over Christmas with my family.
Lost to Christmas, young kid.
Yeah, so it's horrible, isn't it?
Is there a danger though you might be too flat? You might have been too high. You think it's okay?
We've had a word, we've kept focusing, we've kept flying.
As he said today, we had an idea about it a while ago, and I said, don't worry who's in front of you, you're going to be ready.
Yeah.
So I think at the back of his mind, he knows a little bit for that.
Yeah, I've been a bit frustrated, haven't you? You have wanted this top of the bill, you have wanted this bit of extra recognition for a while now, Kev, haven't you?
Yeah, I wanted to be on top of the bills, I want to be top of my own bills. I want to be selling out big crowds, I want the big fights, and I want the big names. And I think that's any fighter, I think that's what they want, isn't it? I'm at that sort of stage now, I'm learning in the gym, brilliant sparring, brilliant training, and I'm just getting better and better.
Because the sort of idea that you're a kid, you know, that you're a baby, you know, you're young, it's sort of like, you know, I know you're only 24, but you're ready to go, you're 23. Yeah. But you're ready to go now, aren't you?
Yeah.
But he just looks so old these days. Look at him.
Yeah.
He used to look about 11 when he was 19.
Yeah. No, I know. You think I was 18 and now I'm 24 or something? Yeah, it has gone so quick.
There's some fantastic domestic stuff for you, isn't there?
There's
half a dozen names out there, Kev.
There's some brilliant fighters out there at the minute. It's at a domestic level that I'd like to get and clear up within the next 6 months to get like a good 2 or 3 fights in the next 6 months so I can clear a few of the names up. And hopefully step onto the European level and then go on for world level. Yeah,
it's the way to do it.
Yeah, it's the traditional way. I'd like to do the traditional way. This time, sometimes I've been 24 years of age and I want to be a world champion. So.
Yeah, and was it frustrating last year? Because I know that you're on the phone to Frank and and Frank's telling you like a couple of conferences. He's saying, well, you've got to calm down. You've got to take it easy. It's hard for a young fighter, especially an unbeaten one who's knocking people out.
It's there you go. That's another thing you've got to learn. It's a bit of a waiting game. This game. Things don't just happen all overnight, and the big fights don't just come straight away. And I think this sort of season's a big season for us, isn't it? And big things will happen this season. I think my name will be up there with the big names, with the big boys.
Because you're sort of a young veteran in many ways, aren't you? You've been around so long, obviously top amateur pedigree, and then you've been a pro for a good few years now. It just seems to have dragged on. It is time you moved on, and it is time you pushed on.
Yeah, definitely. I've had long years of learning the game. I think that's been brilliant. Years of learning I've had. It's been pucker. I am at that stage now.
Didn't think now at the time though, did you?
No, I was
getting a bit frustrated.
I'm up for it.
Last summer you were alright painting the jacksie.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to just fight all the time, but now I'm learning to relax a little bit more, calm down, don't rush too much. I think now it's going to be happening.
I don't want to say it too loud because obviously this guy's got a very successful pie and mash business, but it is something you fancy yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, one day, I'd like to, when I've retired, do something like this, have a few pie shops, keep you on your toes, innit? I'd also do the training, come down, not pull out, because I know his shoulders are playing him up a little bit.
A bit of arthritis.
Do his pad work and all that when he's getting older. So that's a bit of his pad work. Yeah, one day I'd like to run pie mash shops. That one would be nice.
I can't eat it because I was watching the figure.
Yeah, I just see him with it. Yeah, so I charge you double now. You've had me sitting there watching you eat on. Usually getting double bubble, geez, Will.
So let's see if Kevin Mitchell can prove his worth against Edison Torres. Commentary will come from Richie Woodall and John Rawling, but first back to our MC, Mark Burdiss.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the ring, Edison Torres.
Just for tonight, just maybe we made it.
Edison Torres, a Venezuelan now based in Spain. Tonight in his 79th professional fight. He's been a pro for some 19 years. Durable, former Venezuelan champion, an IBO champion as well back in 1999. But now, well, he's durable, but you can't disguise the fact that he is a class down from what was originally intended for Kevin Mitchell tonight. But the question is Mitchell right for it? We will see.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the ring, Kevin Mitchell.
Mitchell gets the big welcome. Was to have fought Carl Johansson, then it was to have been Thomas Arrieta, the Ghanaian. And instead it's now Edison Torres. Not changed the support though. Your call is absolutely banged out tonight. Very popular lad hereabouts. Came into the professional ranks in a blaze of publicity back in 2003 after winning the ABA featherweight title at just the age of 18. And now coming through as one of the real emerging talents in this country. Says that somewhere down the line he wants Amir Khan. Kiss for Ernie Draper.
Yeah, big night for him tonight, John, but he's got to stay focused. It'll be interesting to see them first couple of rounds, how his mind is set for this contest. Got to do a professional job tonight against a very durable guy who's only been stopped 6 times in 78 contests.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the York Hall, Bethnal Green, here in London's East End. Frank Warren, in association with www.frankwarren.tv and sponsored by The Stun, proudly present the main event of the evening. A 10 3-minute rounds international super featherweight contest, live and exclusive on Setanta Sports. Your officials are appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control, and your steward in charge this evening is Mr. Phil Lundgren. And when the action begins, your referee in charge of action is Mr. Ian John Lewis of Gillingham, Kent. Your timekeeper at the bell is Mr. Nick McCann. And now to introduce the contestants. Firstly, from Caracas, Venezuela, weighing in at 9 stone 5 and fighting out of the red corner, wearing the blue, yellow and red shorts, he enters the ring with 41 wins, 33 losses and 4 draws, and is a 3-time Venezuelan champion. Ladies and gentlemen, from Caracas, Venezuela, presenting and introducing Edison Torres. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the royal blue and gold shorts, weighing in at 9 stone 6. He brings with him an undefeated record of 24 wins as a professional. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Dagenham, the reigning and undefeated Commonwealth and WBO Intercontinental Super Featherweight Champion, Kevin Mitchell. Your referee will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
I'm the referee. Obey my command at all times. You both know the rules. Watch the heads, hit the punches up. When I shout break, you break clean. And remember, defend yourself at all times. Shake hands.
Impressive words of advice.
10 3-minute rounds.
Although Edison Torres, I can tell you, does not speak English. Had to have an interpreter here this week.
Seconds out, first round.
Kevin Mitchell, West Ham through and through.
comes from Dagenham, and has got a terrific following here tonight. Looks physically very much the bigger man. Best names on Torres' record. He lost on points to Agapito Sanchez a couple of years ago, former WBO Super Bantamweight champion. And as they were saying beforehand, he is durable, he can take a shot. But Mitchell, 17 of those wins of his in his undefeated professional career have come by stoppage, and he is a hurtful puncher in his own right.
Couple of good left hooks from Mitchell early on.